Man, I've never seen a time in my life, I'm 45 years old, I've never seen a time in my life there was so much entertainment.
Amen.
And I've never seen a people get so brainwashed that we think we have to have entertainment.
Amen.
But we do. We think we have to have it. We've got our traditions.
Yeah.
We've got our different activities. But it's all entertainment.
Right.
It all goes down to entertainment. You know, back when Charlie was probably a young'un, you didn't probably see a whole lot of vehicles. And I can remember at my age hearing an airplane and running outside to see what that was making that noise.
Amen.
At my age. That's the benefits of being a hillbilly, I guess.
Yeah.
And I still run out if it sounds really loud. If they do maneuvers over my house through the gap there at Mount Mitchell, they look like they're going to hit the top of that ridge in front of my house. And it's fascinating. To me, it just gives me death. We got to see a fighter jet so low here a few weeks ago that you could see the pilot in it from the ground. And he went up like that, as long as you could see him. Of course, you couldn't see from underneath it. But stuff like that just, I don't know, it just fascinates me because it's entertaining.
Yeah.
Because it's different.
Right.
And that's where we're at today. Something new.
Yeah.
Everybody wants something new.
Amen.
God said, seek out the old paths and walk therein, which is where it is a good way. But everybody's wanting something new. I'm sure that some of this older generation that's been in church many a year probably never heard tell of associate pastors before. I'm sure that they can remember when one pastor pastored 3, 4, 5 churches. And now, there's so many people that daddy's called, and mama's called, and daddy's in, or however that saying is, that now pastors has got associate pastors.
Amen.
Amen. I was talking to a gentleman Wednesday, late Wednesday night, and I said, "You have a good church service?" He said, "Lord, no." He said, "I'm wore out." I said, "Wore out?" And he's not a preacher. And I said, "Why are you wore out?" And he said, "Them kids just," he said, "they wear me out." And I said, "Your kids are grown." He said, "No." He said, "I've got all the kids on Sunday morning and Wednesday night." And I said, "Well, what do you do with them?" He said, "Well, we do a Bible study." I said, "Oh, no wonder your church is filling up." "What does that mean?" I said, "Well," we need preaching.
Yeah. Amen.
When kids need to be preached to, they don't need a Bible lesson. Yeah, they need to go to Sunday school,
Sure.
but they need preaching.
Amen.
Amen. Ethan got on me last week, "Dad, we didn't get to go to Sunday school." Well, Sunday school is a man-made doctrine,
Right.
first and foremost.
Amen.
I enjoy Sunday school. I think that we've got on the men's part, I think we've got one of the finest Sunday school teachers that you can get. I don't think he's as educated as some that I've heard.
No.
I don't think that he's no more spiritual than some that I've heard, but I think that he's a lot more spiritual than a lot that I have heard. And I think that he tries his best, whether he hits or whether he misses, it's on him.
Yeah. Amen.
Amen? Just like whether I hit or whether I miss, it's on me.
Amen.
It's even got to the point several times that the deacons had to stand up and tell the church, if the preacher ain't right, that's on him. Why do you think they have to do that? He ain't come to me and said nothing to me. You think I'm so ignorant? I mean, hey, I know I'm not the smartest one in the world, but I guarantee you I ain't the dumbest one either.
Amen.
That's one thing I can say. Charlie said he got saved when he was 12. I got saved at 26. Charlie's just as much a sinner as I am. I'm just as much a sinner as Charlie is. Took the same blood of Jesus to save us both, going to the same heaven. But there's one thing that I can say about those 25 years. Well, I was 26 years old when I got saved. And I started getting into meanness when I was very, very, very young. And let me tell you ever heard that old saying, you can't con a con? You know, you can deceive them for a little while. And if you're good enough, but there's one thing about the life that I've lived, I've learned every trick that you know.
Amen.
So there's a whole lot of times that I won't say a word about something, believe it or not. I know you find that shocking sometimes. But I do try to be wise. And I try to be very cautious on what that I do say in the pulpit, especially in the pulpit. But But even out of the pulpit, I try to be very, very, very careful and very cautious. And I want to say this morning, you've got everything right here that could ever be desired to have the most spirit-filled church
Sure.
that's ever been.
Amen.
You can get a better preacher. You can get a better Sunday school teacher.
Sure.
You can get a better piano player.
Yeah.
You can get better singers.
Yeah.
Those people out there's better than you.
Sure.
Believe it or not. You might think that you're the best, but you're not the best.
Amen.
Amen. You ever heard that old saying, you think you're tough, you just smell where a tough man's been.
Yeah.
You think that you've got this thing figured out. See, you come in here just an old lost, hell-deserving sinner, realizing that you couldn't help yourself, you couldn't save yourself. Most of you come on account of somebody else.
Yeah.
Most of you didn't even come for yourself. And God said, I'll show you.
Yeah.
They come for me, or for Ian.
Yeah.
And there's been several down through the years that they come for somebody. Cynthia come for Kira. Amen. That's why it's so shocking when you find out that you're the one that needs to be here more than the one that you thought needed to be here.
Amen.
I don't know if you've ever recognized that or not, but you see the self-righteousness in that?
Amen.
I'm just going to go for Ian. I'm just going to go for Kira. And now, Kira and Ian got the same thing that they got.
Yeah.
But we come to church for somebody else.
Amen.
Amen. I'm going to go to church today for the preacher, so everyone's at home. Don't come for me, come for yourself.
Yeah.
I enjoy seeing you. I enjoy fellowshipping with you. I do, believe it or not. But I didn't come this morning for you.
No.
I come for the Lord.
Yeah.
And I come for myself. Amen.
Amen.
Why? Because myself needs help. Just like you. We all need some help this morning. So in Matthew chapter number 10 this morning, I'm going to be real hurriedly this morning. Don't know if we'll preach or not.
Bless you.
But I do believe that you mind the Lord. And then I guess I appreciate you minding the Lord this morning.
Amen.
Amen. That says a lot about a man right there. Amen. And Matthew chapter number 10, it's hard to swallow, though, ain't it? But those are the big antibiotics. Every time I get sick enough, I need them, I want them.
Yeah.
And I can't swallow a pill. I'm telling you, I can be the best drunk in the world, but I'll never be I can never be a drug addict through pills. If they're bigger than a baby aspirin, I'd have to snort it. I can't swallow it.
Amen.
The only thing I need bigger than a baby aspirin is food. I can take an aspirin and not chew it up. It's just, if it goes in my mouth, it's an instinct, my mouth closes and I chew and I swallow it. I put a piece of chewing gum in my mouth, from here to that chair, it's gone.
Yeah.
I cannot chew it. I mean, I've got to sit and just concentrate. But you chew it. That's pretty bad, ain't it, Judy?
Yes, it is.
I can't do it. It's 45 years, as much water as went under the bridge, as Charlie said. If it goes in my mouth, I'm telling you, it's going in my stomach. I don't care if it's razor blade or whatever. If it goes in, it's going on in. Amen. You don't get like this by not swallowing.
Yeah.
Amen. Matthew chapter 10, verse 16, the Bible said, Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. Ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak. For it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child. And the children shall rise up against their parents, and cause them to be put to death. Ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved. But when they persecute you in this city, flee ye into another, for verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man be come. Not have gone over. Now look at this. I want you to see what's happening here this morning. The Lord said, Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves, because that I'm sending you out amongst wolves. He said, you got to be harmless
Yeah.
so that they don't build more against you.
Right.
Why? Why is that? We see that he gives them the way out. He tells them to flee that city, go to another city.
Right.
They're not no longer there under that persecution. So why does the Lord say this? Listen, you can leave the church that you're a part of. You
Yeah.
go to another church.
Right.
But if you don't do it harmlessly,
Right. Amen.
you'll build against what? Yourself and the kingdom of God.
Amen. Right.
The kingdom of God.
Yeah.
Now, I want to say something this morning, and I promise you I ain't mad at nobody. Like I told you, I didn't want to go up here and do this. I'd rather go back over into the bride and the marriage. I'd rather be over there this morning. It's known. Everybody knows it. Everybody in this community knows it. This church has had a hard time since it started.
Yeah.
I know one reason that it's had such a hard time since it started is because it's never been dedicated
Amen.
to the Lord.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not talking about just having a ceremony. I'm talking about the hearts of God's people
Right.
dedicated. The hearts of God's people saying, Lord, this is yours.
Yeah.
That pew where I sit, that's your pew.
Amen.
That pulpit where I preach, that's your pulpit.
Yeah.
That gravel that I park on, that's your gravel.
Amen.
And I mean, really get it in their heart. And then when you get up to sing a song, how many times have you ever done this? And I'm not persecuting. I just want, this is awareness. How many times have you ever got up to sing a song and say, I'd like to sing a song?
Amen.
The Lord gave me a song. Or something of that nature. Now, I understand what you mean.
Sure.
I understand that God's burdened your heart and He's placed something on your heart to do
Yeah.
something for Him. But what if we looked at it like this morning? What if we looked at it like, the Lord has given me something to praise Him with?
Amen.
Instead of Lord gave me a song, that's saying, and I know you don't mean that by it, but I'm talking about our understanding of
Yeah.
things this morning. Be ye therefore wise as serpents. But I done told you they're wise because they'll flee from danger.
Yeah.
But now the reason they'll flee from danger, now this is where it comes in for us this morning. We can flee from danger this morning by recognizing this is all for Him.
Right.
I mean, we've got to get our heads screwed on right.
Amen. Yeah.
Amen. Bible teaches us that the operation that God made without hands is made on the heart. And we understand that when we got saved, He convicted our heart.
Right.
We understand that salvation is a heart transplant, if you will. But we've got to understand that's just salvation.
Right.
It's nothing else, nothing more. It's just, and I'm not trying to degrade salvation, but it's only salvation. Everything else stimulates from here.
Right. Amen.
I'm going to go to church today. That might be in your heart, but your mind is what drove your car here.
Yeah.
Amen.
I'm going to worship the Lord. That might be your heart, but your lips has to let it out.
Amen.
Or your hands to move, or whatever it might be, whatever form of worship that it is.
Right.
We've got to get our heads on right.
Yeah.
Amen. So I want us to look this morning at the characteristic of a wolf.
Amen.
I want us to understand this morning, He said, behold, I send you forth in Matthew chapter 10, verse 16, as sheep in the midst of wolves. We've got to understand the wolf this morning. Amen. And I want you to look at this morning, and I want you to ask yourself the question, what characteristics do I have like a wolf?
Amen.
We all have animal instincts,
Yeah.
don't we?
Sure.
We do. So let's look at the characteristics of a wolf this morning. First of all, I want to go back over to Matthew chapter number 15. I want to read you just a verse here, or two verses. Beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. That's talking about preachers.
Amen.
Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Well, I'm going to read a little bit more. Even so every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit.
Amen.
So, if you want to know this morning if this is applied to you, look at your fruit.
Amen.
And when you see your fruit this morning, God said, that a good tree can't bring forth evil fruit.
Right.
And neither can a corrupt tree, don't say it's your evil tree, but it says a corrupt tree
Amen.
bring forth good fruit.
Amen.
Every one of us this morning has fruit.
Sure. Right. Yeah.
If we rolled your body up here today for a funeral, and it was your funeral, and there was a gas released into this room that was a truth serum, and everybody had to tell the truth. They had to. They'd have no choice this morning. What would be said about you?
Yeah. Amen.
How would you be remembered?
Amen.
Would you be remembered as loving, caring, understanding, quiet, loud?
Yeah.
How would you be remembered? What would be said about you this morning?
Amen.
Whatever it is that would be said because that's the fruit that
Right.
they see.
Amen.
Amen. Robbie mentioned the other day about Samuel saying he wanted to grow up and be a good Christian man like Daddy. That's because of the fruits that he's seeing. That don't mean Robbie's perfect. That means he's not seeing the bad fruit.
Right. Right.
But there is bad fruit, and the reason there's bad fruit is because we're corrupt.
Right. That's right.
Amen. But God said that a good tree will bring good fruit.
Right.
And an evil tree will bring forth corrupt fruit.
Yeah.
So it's up to you what kind of fruit of the looms you have.
Amen. Amen.
Amen. It's up to you. Listen, every one of us has got a secret that we don't want nobody to know.
Sure.
Every one of us.
Yeah.
And every one of our secrets is just as bad as the worst one that we think would be the worst.
Sure.
Every one of us. Every one of us this morning has our righteousness is as filthy rags.
Amen.
I don't care how long you've been in. How long did you say you've been saved, Charlie?
62.
62 years. 62 years. If Charlie had never missed a church service, if Charlie had never missed the will of God, if he'd done everything exactly like God had told him to all of his life, Charlie still would have bad fruit.
Amen.
He'd still have bad fruit.
Yeah.
But all that he did that was right would be treasures that would be fruit, and fruit is a treasure that's laid up.
Right.
But Charlie has no ability to produce good fruit on his own.
Yeah. Amen.
Why? Because we are corrupt.
Amen. Yeah.
It's time. Now listen to me. It's time we understand this.
Yeah.
I don't care what you do. I don't care what you think you've got to have the most spiritual church in the world.
Yeah.
It don't make no difference how many you got. It don't matter if you got 2, if you got 200.
Right.
That don't. God said if we're 2 or 3 are gathered, that He'd be in the midst.
Amen.
God said that you don't have to have a huge congregation to have me.
Amen.
Amen. Now that don't mean that you can't have a big congregation and God visit it. That ain't what it means. God said, by putting that in the Word of God, I believe that God meant by that there's going to be so many small groups of people.
Yeah.
That He will just take comfort that I will be there.
Amen.
I'll show up for 2 or 3.
Amen.
And He showed up for one on the cross.
Yeah.
That's a personal thing.
Amen.
But excuse me, that's the Son of God.
Right.
But God said He'll show up for 2 or 3.
Amen.
You see the difference in this?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever thought about this on this fashion or not, but Jesus died for the one. But
Amen.
God said where 2 or 3 are gathered, He'd be there.
Amen.
So if only one's gathered,
Yeah.
the Spirit of the Father is not there,
Amen.
according to the Scriptures.
Amen.
Now let's not think about that for just a minute. Why did God put that in there? Is God trying to be hurtful or mean? No, God's trying to show us that we need to have brotherly love.
Right. Amen.
He's trying to show us we need to dwell together in
Right.
unity.
Amen.
He's trying to show us that we've got to have Him in the center of everything.
Yeah.
Listen, He's got to be in the center of my spiritual growth.
Amen.
He's got to be in the center of my finances.
Yeah.
He's got to be in the center of my health care.
Yes, sir.
He's got to be in the center of me and my wife's relationship.
Amen.
He's got to be in the center of me and my children's relationship.
Right.
He's got to be in the center of me and your relationship.
Amen.
He's got to be in the middle of it. The center. God don't play second fiddle to nothing or nobody.
Amen.
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 And people thinks that it's harsh. That's why we've got so many new movements.
Yeah.
That's why we've got look, while I'm out there, let me share this with you. And I don't even know what to think about this. I really don't. I'm not saying I'm disgusted and don't know what to think. I mean, I really don't know what to think about this. I've got a friend of mine, and I've known him for, I don't know, 16, 17 years or something like that. And a good preacher. He's preached here a year. I don't know if any of you, I know Lonnie and Judy Roman might have heard. Scott McIntosh, you remember him? You know, great, big, tall, blonde-headed boy, younger than me. But anyway, he pastored a little old church there in Yancey County, and his daughter, how old's his daughter, Tyler? She's Haley's age, so she's 21 years old. Well, she got dating a colored guy. I'm sure that surprised everybody. But she got dating a colored guy, and so the church that Scott was licensed out of found out that his daughter was dating a colored guy, and they pulled his license to preach. Because she still lives at home. And because that he wasn't no longer legally licensed to preach, the church, the pastor said, well, we don't want a preacher that ain't licensed for legal matters. And there's a lot of legal matters that pertains to being a minister. And so he lost his church. And he had to go back to the courthouse and get relicensed through the state instead of being licensed through the church. And now the girl and the boyfriend broke up, and it wasn't because of that. They just figured out they didn't like each other that good. They was better friends than they were boyfriend and girlfriend. Look what a mess. Look what a mess. You say, well, preacher, was it wrong? What that girl done? In my opinion, I believe it was, yes. Because God said each to its own kind.
Yeah.
God said, well, now, preacher, that's talking about cattle. I've had people tell me this. Go over and read that. That's talking about cattle. It says cattle to cattle, each to its own kind. I said, yes, that's exactly what it's talking about. I said, but then also go over and read where it says God's not the author of confusion, and let a white man and a black woman, or vice versa, or Chinese, or whatever, you let them have a baby. Cynthia's got a granddaughter. What is it? Is it Chinese or is it white?
Yeah.
It's mixed.
Yeah.
And you love it just the same as if it was full-blooded this or that. That's not the point. The point of it is this. When that young gets grown and it puts in an application, it's got a little spot that says other.
Yeah. Amen.
Preacher, what's that? Why is that so important this morning? Because there's a bloodline that's polluted.
Amen.
Now, I didn't say that the Chinese is bad or the white was bad or the black. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it's polluted because it's not of the same.
Amen.
Amen. And it's confusing.
Yeah.
I've got an aunt that married a black guy. I've got two cousins. One's black and one's white. Well, one's really, really dark. And the other one's really, really white. Both got the same mom and the same daddy. You'd never put them together and ever dream that there's any relation whatsoever. One took after the mom, one took after the dad. Amen. And you can ask either one of them what they are, and they'll both tell you they're white. Now, I know people going to think I'm KKK or something right here. No. But they'll both tell you that they're white, but they're not.
Amen.
They're half white.
Yeah.
They're 30-degree white instead of 80-degree white.
Amen.
Amen. But they're not white.
Amen.
They're not black neither. What are they?
Yeah.
They're confused.
Sure.
It's
Amen.
just confusion.
Amen.
God's not the author of confusion.
Amen.
Amen. That easy. So, was it right that church pulled his papers? I don't know. I'm glad that I didn't have a say-so in it.
Right.
I'm glad that's one fight I didn't have to get involved in.
Yeah.
I'm glad nobody called me and asked my opinion on that. Amen. That's a tough situation right there, buddy. It is. But that's kind of crazy. And and that's what's going to be spread all over.
Yeah.
Even me telling you that, you'll remember that for years to come. And that'd be what's talked about,
Yeah.
instead of what the Son of God's done.
Amen.
That's characteristic of a wolf.
Yeah. Amen.
That's showing the corrupt fruits.
Yeah.
Our thoughts and our minds, our thoughts ought to be on Christ continually.
Amen.
And that's hard to do. I understand that. But it could be a whole lot more than what that we're doing. He said, I send you out, and behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. A wolf. Now let me describe a wolf to you right here. Man, they're pretty. I mean, they got pretty eyes.
Yeah.
The build of them, they're a big animal, and you can tell. I mean, unless they're starving, but they're real muscular, and they're furry and pretty, and you look like you could just hug it and squeeze it like a teddy bear. But a wolf, man, you don't mess with a wolf.
Amen.
You don't mess. You remember watching cartoons where they had the sheepdog and the coyote?
Yeah.
Amen. You know that I don't know. You ever seen anything about what they breeding them coyotes with them dogs? They've got a new breed out now. I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago they started breeding. I can't remember what kind of dog it was that they bred with a coyote. Might have been a German Shepherd or something. I mean, it was a German Shepherd. So you got a German Shepherd size with needle point teeth like a coyote. And people's breeding these things and selling them. And people's getting them and bringing them into their homes. And, if you get them as a puppy, you can train them. And you can. You can train a ferret. You can train a bear. But it's still a bear.
Yeah. Amen.
Amen. I like to have a great big lion. I'd love to have one on a leash walking around town square in Burns.
Yeah.
It tickled me to death. But what about when that thing got hungry
Yeah.
and McDonald's was too far away?
Yeah.
It has an instinct. It has a predator instinct.
Amen.
And he said, I send you out as sheep in the midst of wolves. God knew this.
Yeah.
God knew that we were defenseless.
Amen.
God knew that we were helpless.
Yeah.
God knew that we were hopeless. He said, I sent you forth as sheep
Yeah.
among wolves. I know that the wolves can tear you up. I know the wolves desire to eat you and consume you. I know these things.
Yeah.
God said, I'm going to send you anyway.
Yeah. Amen.
Why did he do that? Because he knew that if we would realize
Yeah.
that we are sheep
Amen.
and we're not a hybrid,
Right.
like that new coyote and German Shepherd, if we get to understanding that we are sheep, we'll understand we have to have Him
Yeah.
for our
Amen.
defense.
Right.
That's right.
God said, I'm going to send you out there.
Yeah.
By saying that, by having that pinned down in the Word of God, God is saying you better get your head on right and understand the only safety there is in me.
Amen.
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 And then He said, thy rod, thy staff, they comfortest me.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen.
He said that He's the shepherd.
Yeah.
He tells us all through the Bible, you've got one job. Well, one job in existing, and you know all that comes about how to exist. Eat, sleep, use the bathroom.
Yeah.
And tell somebody about the shepherd.
Amen.
Amen. The characteristics of wolves is so pretty.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, there's so much out there that looks good to the eye.
Yeah.
Looks so good.
Amen.
And that looks good will come between you and your safety.
Amen.
A wolf, now listen, a wolf, if it recognizes that there's somewhere safe for its prey to get to, that wolf will get between the safety and the not safe.
Amen.
He'll get between you and God.
Yeah.
He'll run you away from God. He won't devour you when you're right there at the feet of God.
Yeah.
But he'll get between you
Amen.
and he'll push you away.
Yeah.
When he gets you far enough away, it'll consume you.
Amen.
Sin
Yeah.
will consume you.
Amen.
That wolf today is sin in our lives. Now, I read to you about, there's men out there that's, I mean, man, they got on nice suits,
Yeah.
hair's combed right.
Yeah.
I mean, you never hear them say nothing wrong. You'll
Right.
never see them look the wrong way in any way. You'll never hear tell of them are doing something that ain't right. But they're wolves. There's so many wolves
Right.
out there in sheep's
Yeah.
clothing. These men we mentioned earlier, I don't believe that they're wolves in sheep's clothing. I believe they're sheep that got away from the shepherd.
Amen.
Amen. But we've got so many so-called preachers that are wolves.
Yeah.
And all they're looking to do is just devour
Amen.
and to destroy. And they don't care what expense that it takes.
Huh.
Amen. There's a church down below my house that's on its fourth pastor in 3 years right now. I talked to one of the church members the other day. They brought it up. I don't go around looking for trouble and trying to solve stuff. I don't. It just seems like it bothers me a lot. They said, pray we get a pastor. I said, you just got a pastor. Pray we get us another pastor. That didn't work out. I'm like, what do you mean it didn't work out? Well, he said that when the church dropped below 50, he couldn't pastor a church smaller than 50 members, and Sunday morning we had 40-something people there, so the pastor resigned. I said, so you didn't have a pastor to start with? I said, don't feel bad you didn't have a pastor. I said, that wasn't a pastor. I said, but what you got to do is you're going to have to talk to your church. And this guy was a deacon in the church, and his daughter was there, and his daughter's over 9. And I said, what you need to do is you need to talk to your church. You need to ask your church if you really want a pastor.
Yeah.
I said, because y'all are God's sheep. And I said, without an under shepherd in your church, I said, you've got to listen to his voice. I said, God give you a pastor if you want a pastor. I said, but when you get one, I said, you can't tell him how loud to preach or how long to preach. You go there and you sit down and you shut up and you listen to him and you listen to God.
Amen.
And when God deals with you, you go to the altar, you get it right, whatever it might be. If God says shout, shout. I said, that's what you're going to have to do.
Amen.
I said, ain't no sense in church having all these pastors. It made no sense in it. At all. Most pastors, 3 or 4 years.
Yep.
Occasionally 5. If everything goes real smooth, about 5 years is a long time.
Amen.
You know now, you know now when churches takes resume, and by the way, you can actually look these things up a lot of times on your local newspapers. They'll ask for a resume, and the more churches you've pastored, the better chance you've got of being their next pastor.
Yeah.
Because they know you won't stay long.
Amen.
They know that that pastor will come, that preacher will come, and he'll stay for just a little while. And then when things get tough and they buck up on the preacher, that he'll just tuck tail and he'll run. Well, we don't like what he does. We'll just sit there and check our watch at him at 12 o'clock on Sunday and he'll leave.
Amen.
You'd be amazed how many people I talk to and I say, you still, where you pastor now? I'm still on American. You still there? I can't believe it. How long you been? What are you going to do? Die of her? And I'm like, half the time I'm spiritually dead, so I might as well just finish the course. I can't believe that you're still there. And I'm like, I can't believe you pastored 10 churches and they've been preaching but 8 years.
Yeah. Amen.
I mean, I understand, going and it might not be God's will, you're trying to, I can understand. I know preachers just done that. One in particular, his church said, we want you to be our pastor. And he said, no. He said, I don't feel it in my heart. And they talked him into it. And he went for 6 months and he got up one Sunday morning and he said, I can't preach. He said, it ain't my heart to be here. He said, I told you I didn't want to be your pastor and it wasn't God's will when it comes. He said, y'all need to find you a pastor. And he walked out. And the church is better off for it.
Yeah. Amen.
Amen. I was told this on church I've ever pastored. And I was told this a short time after I started pastoring here. Well, you was a young preacher and hadn't ever pastored, and we figured that we would train you. And we'd make the pastor of the Fellowship Baptist Church names. None of them ain't here.
Amen.
And I'm not proud that I'm rebellious. I don't mean it to sound that way at all this morning. But I'm telling you, God's got to be first.
Yeah.
Amen.
He's got to be in the middle.
Amen.
All of us.
Yeah.
Every bit of it.
Amen.
Amen. But then you've got wolves that scattered amongst the sheep.
Yeah.
So you got wolves that can get in the pulpit.
Yeah.
But then you got wolves that can get in the pew.
Amen.
The wolves that gets in the pew, let me tell you something, they ain't as dangerous as the one that's in the pulpit, but the ones that's in the pew will gang up.
Amen. Yeah.
What's in the pulpit's kind of in the spotlight a lot.
Yeah.
And so they're more crafty.
Amen.
And another thing, when it comes to wolves, it's kind of interesting to me that you have the alpha male
Yeah.
and the alpha female.
Yeah.
But the female is the one that runs the show.
Yeah.
That
Amen.
male, Charlie put it like this years ago, he said, I'm the head of my house. And Judy's the neck, and it takes a neck to turn the head. And that is so true when you're talking about the anatomy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's the way it works with a pack of wolves.
Amen.
Amen. With a pack of lions, now Satan's referred to as a lion. With a pack of lions, it's the lionesses that does the hunt.
Yeah.
Now you can sit there this morning in your conceited self-righteousness and say, yeah, the woman's having to do all the work. All you want to, the point of it is this, she's the one that's hunting the prey.
Yeah.
And it works the same way with the wolves. Amen. But don't get mad at me. Don't fall out with me right here, ladies. That's why God said for a woman to keep silent in church.
Amen.
I've preached on that before, Robbie, and I've had people that wouldn't testify for over a year. And when I said, why don't you testify? Well, you said I'm supposed to be quiet. Well, it's been peaceful around here. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Amen.
I can't help it. Listen, that's one of my faults. I know it. My wife says I'm too fast-witted. Sometimes. I can't help it. If you're going to act stupid, I'm going to treat you like you're stupid.
Amen. Yeah.
I learned that the hard way, years ago. My sister jumped on a boy one time. His name was Danny. I was in the car with him. And she jumped on him. She said, get out. She said, I'll whoop you. And she meant it. He stretched up and took his watch off, laid it on the dash, took his knife out, his billfold, and the chain that long, laid it on the dash. He stepped out, son, he hit her just as square in the mouth he could hit her. And she bounced off of that pavement, and just as quick as she went down, she come up and hit him. And I mean, they rolled into it, and both of them was bleeding. I mean, they fought like two grown men. I just sat there and watched the whole thing. She jumped on him, but wasn't on me taking up for him.
Amen.
Now, was there? But I'll never forget, on his way out of a red Ford Granada, as he opened the door and stepped out, he said, if you're going to act like a man, I'm going to treat you like one. Pow! Right in the mouth. I went, you fixing to get whooped. And you know what? Neither one of them couldn't whoop each other. They fit, but they couldn't fight no more. And they've been best buddies ever since. Even when he got sent to prison, she'd ride him. Amen. Jerry Springer ain't got nothing on South Toe River. Amen. Jerry Springer's rigged. I can prove it. I've got a cousin that went on there. Roy Holman. He probably wouldn't like me to say his name. He's in church now doing good. But he applied to go on jail, and every bit of it was a play. But yeah, they told him what to do. And Roy told him, he said, just let us be ourselves. It's a lot better show.
Oh, yeah.
And you think I'm on your leg? Roy's one that burnt the sunbeam plant and spruce pine down. He's siphoning gas out of one of the bread trucks and couldn't see how to get the gas hose into where the cap's at. And he struck a lighter to see how to put his gas hose in. And it blowed and it caught on fire and burnt the sunbeam plant to the ground. I promise you, I'm not exaggerating one bit. Had a big hood off the top of that thing where the air was sucked in at for the ventilation. And he stood over and watched it burn while they was trying to put it out. He's just watching it. And he told him he did it. And they never said a word to him. He had all that. He really had all that. I seen him in Powder Mill on a riding lawnmower with a 5-gallon gas jug one day. He lives up by the junkyard down there. Right there. Well, Hardy's fruit mine. I stopped, I said, boy, what are you doing? He said, he said, so needed the garden mowed. He said, so I just drove the lawnmower up here. He drove a right lawnmower from Spruce Pine to Tatterville, to my yard, and had a 5-gallon gas jug, because he had to bring 5 gallon of gas to get the lawnmower to run that long. You see, I'm telling you, you ain't gonna tell what you see. That big hood off of the roof on that thing, he had a little old, I think it was a little Dodge Ram, a little two-wheel drive, a little bitty Dodge. It was a little bitty truck. He took that thing and he mounted it on the hood of that truck and made him a hood scooter. It stuck higher than the cab. And he, everywhere he goes, push clutch him. Like it all. That boy ain't all there. Amen. But a wolf is a dangerous thing.
Yeah.
Well, I'll get on Church Spring or one of these things, I guess. But a wolf on the pew, they drive on packs.
Amen.
Linus is the one that leads the pack.
Yeah.
You know Linus today? And I don't know if the alpha female on the wolf is called, but on the lines it's the Linus. But you know what? You know what that alpha female will do? She'll instruct everybody else.
Amen.
Sneak on.
Yeah.
Got real subtle hints.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen.
Won't come out and just say, hey, we're going to attack. Just like a little, just a little nugget here, little comment here,
Yeah.
little roll of the eyes there.
Amen.
Amen. Even though, well, I'm just not going to say nothing about it. Part of the plot.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen. That's the thing
Amen.
about being God's man. I believe it somehow or other, and I don't see everything by no means, but I believe God gives the man of God eagle vision and stuff. And I see it, I spot it, I see it a mile away. And most of the time, before something tragic happens, I see it before it's going to happen when it concerns his
Yeah.
sheep.
Amen.
Why? Because I'm supposed to be God in the world.
Amen.
14 years now, and I'm not saying that for your recognition. I'm saying that you understand something. 14 years I've stood at this post and I've done everything that I can do to drive the wolves out.
Amen.
I've done everything that I possibly know how to do. I've loved every person that's ever been through these doors, and still love them. Still love them. Some of them leave a sour taste in your mouth. Amen. I was telling Philip the other day, and I said, you know, brother so-and-so? He said, yeah. I said, what do you think about him? He said, I don't like him. I said, well, he said, it's fair enough. He said, don't you want to know why? I said, no, not really. I said, I really don't like him either, but I just wondered how you felt. And he said, we was talking about getting pastors' numbers together, and he said, I would recommend his pastor. He said, he's a good preacher. He said, but I would recommend his pastor. I'm telling you, you get around these men, pastors 50-some years, they know some things. Right. And I don't know if Mitch ever told this man that he got that number from his preacher or not, but if he ever gets wind that Mitch got this guy Brad's number from James Ballou, I want to make sure that I'm not recommending somebody wrong.
Yeah.
You might think I'm crazy, but to me, it's just as important for me to recommend Brad to them as it is for me to let Brad come here. I don't want my name associated with something that's going to go south.
Amen.
And it already associated with enough that's went wrong.
Yeah.
Amen. At the best you can. That's all I like to do weddings. I 10 to 1 to do a funeral's wedding. A lot easier. You look at the casket, they've done that, their testimony.
Yeah.
Amen. Those that's getting married won't listen to start with.
Amen.
Amen. Well, okay. We got it all figured out. Yeah. Amen. Listen, and you know, I got eyes like an eagle and a memory like an elephant. On important things. Or what's important to me anyway. I guess I should put it that way. My grandmother, my daddy's mama, she had an ability like that. Well, we got supernatural abilities. Hers was selective hearing. She only heard what she wanted. You know what? I look at a whole lot of people's got selective hearing right now.
Yeah.
And I've got it too.
Oh, yeah.
All of us have got it. I'm not separating and saying I'm good and you're bad. I don't mean it to sound like that by no means this morning. But I can remember Haley and Ian's been married a year today.
Yeah.
Today's the
Amen.
anniversary. And, they've been married a year today. I told Melanie, I was in the bathroom this morning, and me and her was trying to get ready for church, and mine and Melanie's anniversary is tomorrow. And I said, 24 years. I said, you know, after tomorrow, I said, we're starting, ain't it silver? It's 25? And gold's 50. I said, we're starting on our silver anniversary. And then she looked at me and she said, today's Ian and Haley's anniversary. And I said, then they just stopped. I'm glad my 24 is behind. Amen. I'm looking forward to the next 25 because the first 25 didn't kill me. Okay, we're 24. We've actually been, I thought of Stephanie this morning, how old are you? 32-year-old. So you would have been a saint. When you was 4-year-old, how old Shannon? When you was his age, me and her was 4. Ain't that crazy? When you was his age. Now you think about how long your life's been. 20 years is a life sentence according to the statutes of North Carolina state law. That's a life. I've served my sentence and then some. Amen. I never even got out for good behavior. That's a long time. Amen. I'll never forget last year. The reason I was talking about that elephant, remember, I'll never forget last year. I'll never forget the year before last, Joe Irwin said, what's the big deal? You've been married for over 20 years. He said, what's the big deal? I never said a word to him. Not one word. Then last year, I remember Joe Irwin got up and he said, you know what? He said, it just hit me how big of a deal it is that our pastor's been married all these years.
Yeah.
And 7 since the beginning of this year in Yancey County alone dry off a little wind.
Amen.
And I'm no better. I'm not saying look at me and look at them. I don't mean it to sound that way. I'm saying that if it wasn't for the grace of God, it would be me this morning. Well, if it wasn't for the grace of God, it'd be her that run off with somebody else this morning.
Amen.
Amen. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
Anymore, I'm telling you, that's a big deal. But it's a life sentence.
Yeah.
So it's a big deal.
Amen.
Amen. But a wolf, the characteristics of a wolf, it's fluffy, it's beautiful. It's,
Yeah.
oh, I want to pet one,
Yeah.
but it'll bite
Oh.
you. It'll eat you up. And there won't be nothing left when it's done.
Amen.
Nothing left. Can I emphasize on that for just a second? There won't be nothing left. I started this morning about how this church has got a name. I preached a message back in the wintertime on that, about how it's so hard to outlive the name.
Yeah.
This church has had a bad name because of some things that's happened in the past. I don't blame people.
Sure.
Not one bit. Children of Israel left Egypt.
Yeah.
That generation died before they got the promised land.
Yeah.
Why is it any different for us?
Amen.
This generation around here is going to have to die before this church ever reaches its full potential.
Yeah.
Until that time comes, we just got to go with whatever God sends.
Yeah.
And God has sent it all, whether it's now or 20 years down the road. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. But what I am saying is we just got to keep laboring.
Yeah.
We've got to work twice as hard
Amen.
as what we should have.
Cool.
That's why you're defeated most of the time.
Amen.
That's why that you feel discouraged so much.
Yeah.
We've got to labor twice as hard.
Amen.
Amen. I seen somebody the other day. I'm going to come back to that memory thing just a minute. I seen somebody the other day, probably 2 weeks ago, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, a former member of this church. And matter of fact, there was 2 of them. One of them smiled, shook my hand, good to see you. The other one, hey, walk on.
Yeah. Amen.
You know who I'm talking about, you was with me. That just blows my mind. Act like I had to play, didn't it?
Yeah.
The one. The other one just beat me up.
Oh, yeah.
And I always was that way.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
But the other one blames me for the heartache that he's had to suffer for telling the truth
Amen.
from here.
Yeah.
Not out there, from in here.
Yeah.
Amen. One blames me because I was suffering he's having to go through. Because I proclaim the truth of the Word of God.
Amen.
Amen. That's fruits of a corrupt tree.
Yeah.
Amen. That's fruits of a corrupt tree. So much stuff. Listen. I'll ask something. And I'm done, I'm going to go find me something really tasty. I want something tasty. I don't care how big or how it is, I want something tasty. When you hear Robbie or Ian gets up and takes prayer requests and they say, pray for our pastor, how serious do you think that is? I mean, do you take it seriously that when you were reminded that you need to pray for your pastor, or is that something that you do when somebody ain't having to tell you?
Amen.
Now, let me ask you this, if I've got a nickel in my heart, Lord will not hear me. How many of your prayers is actually working
Amen.
for me?
Amen.
Let me ask you this. You see, it's called deductive reasoning. It's a math equation here. We've got to take away all these things to get the sum of the math.
Yeah.
Amen. Preacher, I pray for you relentlessly. Thank God. And you pray more than I do. Because I don't pray relentlessly.
No.
I don't pray continually. I try to, but I don't succeed. I've never succeeded on continually. Never in my life. Something happened. A butterfly or something going.
Yeah.
Something will happen. Every time. But, right now, if I got deep in my heart, Lord will not hear me. Are you wasting your time?
Amen.
Well, I don't have no unconfessed sin in my heart. All right, let me ask you this. How are you with your brother?
Yeah. Amen.
Jan, if you're sitting there, you're puffed up at Kira for something.
Yeah.
Even if she's the one that done wrong. Even
Right?
if she's the one that's at fault. And you're sitting there puffed up at her.
Yeah.
You ain't praying for me. You're just blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
What did you say all the time? Yada, yada, yada. I keep looking for a cooler. You me tell you something, you know, you don't want to just tell you all the details about something, just yada, yada, yada. From the filler in, I'm like, where's cooler? I'm like, yeti, yeti, yeti.
Yeah.
Every time he says that, I think of a cooler. My mind is too fast for it to not have no amount to nothing.
Yeah.
Amen? But if she's sitting here puffed up at her, she ain't praying for me. If I'm sitting up here puffed up at Robbie, I ain't praying for you.
No.
I might be just going through the motion. I might could even work up a tear for you
Yeah, boy.
because I love you that much.
Yeah.
God ain't here.
Amen.
God ain't here.
Yeah.
Amen. Let me tell you what the biggest thing's wrong with Fellowship Baptist Church this morning. Number one, you got a sorry pastor. Number two, pastor got sorry members.
Yeah.
Now you can sit there and step and say, say, I told the truth, you're deceived. I'm sorry, you're sorry, well, I'm sorry. So God said we are.
Amen.
But we're sorry people headed somewhere
Yeah.
to meet somebody.
Yeah.
Amen. And we ought to start realizing that.
Amen.
Man, we've got too big for our britches.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
What's that? Got above our raisin.
Yeah.
I used to hear people say that, and I thought they was talking about a raisin. And I scratched my head. You see, that's the reason I'm so smart. I've had to think really hard about things. Ian told me yesterday that I was aging twice as fast as I should. Well, that's just part of the story. Yeah, that's what you said. But that's just part of the story. He said, well, preaching takes so much out of it. He said, you got to be aging faster. Bless you, Lord. What a son-in-law. What a son-in-law. But he was trying to compliment me. But, you know, I always thought, what's that time? Got above your raisin. I don't think I figured it's below raisins and half. And you know what? Look, now yeah. And what was it? You didn't know it was real till just a couple of weeks ago. What was it? You got a picture of one from my yours now. Something on it. You said, oh, sure, real?
I like to think that's what Confucius said.
Yeah, Confucius. She didn't know Confucius was a real person. She said, he's real.
He said a lot.
And he said a lot.
Yeah.
Most people knew who Confucius was. But listen, Wolf, what characteristics do you have this morning?
Amen.
You got characteristics that look like a wolf? Are you praying for your brethren?
Amen.
Are you praying and asking God what is His will for your life?
Amen.
Amen. I'll never, I told you to come back to that memory as an elephant thing. You remember Robbie, now I know when I say this, you might remember already, but when I say this, you already remember. And I thought it was funny. Hey and him, like I said, they've been married for a year, today's their anniversary, and I know that they've not been 365 days of paradise.
Amen.
Charlie and Judy's the only ones that has that.
Oh, me.
I'm glad you told me, I didn't know.
You got a little more reason to shout to get to go to glory now, don't you, Judy? That's as good as it gets on this side, honey. But you remember before they got married, we was in there in your office one day, and we was talking about, we just all knew in the room, Molly, and about to get married. He said, I don't have that in my life, have you? You remember that? I couldn't wait till I got in the first fight. Man, I had to bite my tongue, keep from going up saying, yeah, boy, you done a good job. But we've been there. Amen. And they sure ain't going to be bored out in the room.
No.
And we can look back on that for life.
Yeah.
Amen. First year is the toughest.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is. The first year is the toughest. And you think it's the best. Or you would think that it's going to be the best.
Yeah.
It's not.
No.
It's the toughest.
Yeah.
Amen. I mean, they say now, after that first year is done and come and past, that, I mean, you're like, wow. Okay, now I know what I got. Now I know what I got to work with.
Yeah.
Amen. But all that future stuff that you don't know about, you remember what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about just the pay. It's all of us. Well, I can't wait. It's going to be so wonderful. It is. About 5 days.
Yeah.
365.
Yeah.
But it does get better.
It
It really
is.
does. You learn to tolerate one another.
Yeah.
Amen. And the reason I said all that is because we apply that characteristics to our church.
Yeah.
We've learned to tolerate one another.
Yeah.
That's the bad thing about being here for 14 years. You've learned to tolerate me, I've learned to tolerate you.
Yeah.
That ain't what God wants. That ain't what church is.
Amen.
I mean, tolerating one another is like going to moose lodge and drinking with your buddies.
Yeah.
Amen. Yeah, listen. Characteristics of a wolf this morning. Boy, they're real pretty. A lot of times they sound good. Amen. A lot of times it may look graceful, but in the end, it's a ravenous wolf, God said.
Amen.
They hunt prey.
Yeah.
That's all they do.
Amen.
They don't care where they're at, as long as they've got a place to get in out of the wet, out of the rain. They'll hunt wherever they can find something to eat.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
So we got to be real careful you don't start getting characteristics of it.
Amen.
Because now listen, I don't believe every one of them is a wolf. I really don't. But I do understand that because of characteristics of a wolf, that you bring forth corrupt fruit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And it don't have to be this way, church.
Amen.
It does not have to be this way.
Amen.
We come together in one mind, one accord, worship God,
Yeah.
have a time.
Yeah.
See your lost family members get saved by God's grace. We could watch God turn His community inside out, even
Yeah.
though it has had so much suffering.
Yeah.
God can.
Amen.
God can. We're not safe here without His safety.
Amen.
Rob said this morning, the Mexican come in the store, she said, man, he said, the church is looking beautiful, you say beautiful, whatever, what's somebody asked. Talking about how good the church looked, and Rob said, what talking about? He said, the backyard, it's all right, woods and straight lines on it, he said, boy, it looks good. He was talking about, coming to visit sometime. Sometimes come into the apartment store. You pick out which one? Amen. People notices. But just much they notice that, they notice you.
Yeah. Amen.
They notice your actions.
Yeah.
They can see right through if you're genuine, if you're fake. Amen. And it don't take long. It really don't take long.